Hello, my name is Sonali and I welcome you all to the latest episode of Around the World in 7 Days. General elections are to be held in neighboring Bangladesh in January 2024. The eyes of the world powers are fixed on Bangladesh. The US has expressed its commitment to holding free and fair elections in Bangladesh on several occasions. To ensure fairness, the US has also recently announced a new visa policy. Under this, America will not give visa to those who obstruct the election process of Bangladesh. Many people are seeing this policy of America against the ruling party of Bangladesh, that is Awami League, because on several occasions, America has taken stern stand against the Sheikh Hasina government on issues like human rights. At the same time, China has also chosen its side in Bangladesh. It is standing in support of Awami League, who is in the favor of whom is clearly visible. But India has not opened its cards yet. Nor has India given any indication on whom it is going to place its bets this time. You must be thinking that the elections are in Bangladesh. Then why are we discussing the involvement of external forces? Actually, this is not the first time that Bangladeshi elections are being tried to be influenced by external forces. There has always been an allegation on Bangladesh that the elections here are not free and fair, but are subject to external influences. Until 2010, a caretaker government was also appointed there to hold elections, although the Awami League government changed this provision in 2011. To avoid these external influences, it is being demanded once again by the opposition, which has otherwise threatened to boycott the elections. In such a situation, the question arises that why is Bangladesh so important? Why hasn't India made its stand clear yet? Why does China want to install its favorite government in Bangladesh? What are India's interests in Bangladesh? In today's discussion, we will find answers to all such questions. Looking at the current situation, the conditions in Bangladesh are not good. There is anger among the people against the present government, and the reason for this anger is that the economy there is in trouble. Inflation is running in almost double digits and is expected to rise further. However, despite the uncertainty in the initial years, Bangladeshis can now earn more than the average Indian due to increasing female literacy, increasing employment in the ready-made garment sector, and remittances from Bangladeshi workers abroad. However, the inequality gap is increasing, and the reason for this is being attributed to the government of Sheikh Hasina, who has been in power since 2009. India had a role in the independence of Bangladesh. Therefore, it is believed that India has always had an influence on Bangladesh. There are also allegations on India that it influences the electoral process there in an attempt to install a government of its choice. In 2013, the Awami League government of Bangladesh had to face a crisis of legitimacy ahead of the general elections. And then India played the role of a troubleshooter. This time also, there is a possibility of boycott of elections by opposition parties in Bangladesh. The international community is worried about this. America has made it clear that it will not tolerate any kind of electoral rigging this time. The growing influence of China on Bangladesh since 2016 is also worrying the US. The current Awami League government is supposed to have good relations with China, which is not in the US interest. On the other hand, America is cautious about its role in the Indo-Pacific region. That is why Bangladesh has geopolitical importance for it. On the other hand, since 2018, when the US was working against the Awami League, Bangladesh thought it appropriate to join the Chinese camp. Firstly, China's financial help was necessary for it. Secondly, it had to develop its infrastructure. On the other hand, China considers Bangladesh necessary for its ambitious Belt and Road project. According to the annual report of Bangladesh Bank, China has invested a total of $644.30 million during this period. China considers Bangladesh as its important ally even against India, so that it can surround India by taking both Pakistan and Bangladesh in its hold. But India has not made its position clear despite Bangladesh election being the most important one for India. Bangladesh and India share a border of about 4,000 kilometers, from where infiltration has affected India's northeastern region. Bangladesh is also important for access to the northeastern states. The stability of Bangladesh is also important for the Indian business class. At the same time, there are many disputes between the two countries like border security, river water sharing. The solution of all these problems is possible only when there is an India-friendly government in Bangladesh. However, the signals coming from Bangladesh suggest that if fair elections are held there, the BNP, that is Bangladesh Nationalist Party, will win, while the Awami League government is considered an ally of India. Despite this, India has not yet expressed any clarity regarding its policy. The question is why? There is an anti-government wave going on in Bangladesh. In such a situation, if India stands with the Awami League till the last moment, it will worsen the situation and may encourage anti-India sentiment in Bangladesh. On the other hand, if India takes a firm stand to help restore democracy in Bangladesh, India may also get full support from the BNP in future. The opposition party is not inherently anti-India, and previous BNP governments had worked cordially with India. BNP governments have followed the Indo-Bangladesh 25-year Friendship Pact that was signed by the leaders of the two countries in 1972. If seen that way, a free and fair election would be the most effective way to avert a deep crisis for the country. So that's all in today's episode. See you in the next episode. But before that, let's note down a question based on today's episode. India should not interfere in the election process of Bangladesh. Comment.